Sometimes you just want to travel back in time and smack yourself in the face. Everyone feels that sometimes. Whether it's about overall mindsets you had or specific events that happened when you were younger and they still make you squirm when you're trying to sleep at night. Fuck. Either way, unfortunately I can't travel back in time to smack myself, but what I can do is smack you in the face with this video. So if you're a teenager in school, consider this my smack to you. On the real though, hopefully you do get something out of this video, because I truly do wish someone would have made me understand this when I was younger. And truth is, a lot of people don't even understand this later in life. So it's this. If you are happy, but only from external sources of happiness, you're doing just as bad as if you were sad from external sources of sadness. So basically, if you're happy, but that happiness lies in the hands of other people around you, you aren't actually doing that well, because you've put your own happiness out of your control. Now think about that for a second. Your own mental health, which is arguably the most important thing in your life, is in other people's hands. Even strangers, maybe. Would you put your family members' lives in other people's hands intentionally? If someone thinks that your shirt is ugly and it ruins your day, then you're in an awful place. Not because you're having a bad day, but because why you're having that bad day. And if someone's giving you a little compliment and you're flying high, then you're just as unstable. When it comes to what other people think, there's a simple solution to this. Chances are that when someone's telling you something like your shirt is ugly or something similar, your inherent reaction is, damn, I thought this was a good looking shirt. Now, do you see the big problem with that? You think that other people's opinions are factual because you don't trust your own judgment and gut feeling. This is something that took me a while to really understand, because my reaction would be just like that as well when I was younger. Honestly, it took me being around someone toxic for a very long time and having my original gut feeling about them to be proven right, until I thought, wow, it really does not pay off to not trust yourself. Like, let's say you play a song for your friends and they think it sucks. They're like, what kind of garbage is this? And you don't really act like it, but in your head, your reaction to what they said was, crap, I really thought this one was a banger. I guess I was wrong. This isn't logical at all. And the healthy reaction would be thinking, damn, that's unfortunate. They don't like this song that I like. In this case, your reaction is not that you were wrong. It's just that you guys had different opinions. And there aren't any right or wrong opinions when it comes to music and stuff like that. Well, unless you listen to like Blueface, but I mean, come on. Rap stands for rhythm and poetry. I mean, I know that like no one has the poetry side anymore, but this guy does not even have the rhythm. Like, apparently that's a trigger for me. Anyways, if it feels like it's hard to like that song openly after everyone thought it was ridiculous that you listened to it, then I'm not gonna ask you to just instantly change and be super authentic right away, because you probably wouldn't after watching this video. It would be too hard. So start somewhere. Baby steps is the way to go, as long as you keep progressively advancing over time. Start with the mindset of you not being wrong, but having a different opinion than them. Now with this video, I do also want to mention that we as people all have some of our joy in other people's hands. At least so I believe. No one is perfect. And I mean, let's say for example, a loved one dies. Or you get your heart broken, or, you know, ripped out, stomped on, chopped up into little pieces, and then slow cooked and then eaten by someone else. These things hurt, and they have to. That's just the way life works. But this video is not meant to be about the bigger things in life. It's about you going to school feeling like you had a bad day because you talked to that girl in class and it didn't go so well. Or you got kind of ditched at lunch by your friends and you ended up eating alone. These things do not define you, and they should not define your happiness. You have to learn to be confident and to know for a fact that if someone else is telling you something hurtful, it can't hurt your character. It can't hurt who you are, because you know who you are. Why would what they say affect you in any way, like if we're thinking logically? And if what they say is actually true, which, let's be honest, it probably isn't, because if someone is just being mean, they're probably just trying to say something to hurt you because they're dealing with their own issues. But if you reflect on it and come to the conclusion that it's true and it's something you've got to work on, then thank God you've got a perfect opportunity to work on yourself. That's really nice that they did that, because it led to you realizing there's something you could work on in yourself, which is an absolutely amazing thing. We want actual criticism. Remember that. We should always want criticism, because that is how we get better at something. If your ego is too fragile for you to receive criticism, then it's your ego that you can work on. Anyway, so I feel like these videos keep getting a little bit broader than I intend for them to be originally, But I feel like it's worth to add stuff that helps you grasp the gravity of what I'm telling you, instead of leaving important stuff out just to make it a more appealing video with like me explaining things faster with more hyped up editing, because that would probably lead to less actual results for you. Results are more important than just getting a bit of extra dopamine from this video. So start reflecting on this and what you can improve in yourself when it comes to finding internal sources of happiness instead of external ones. And once you've found them, get to work so you can earn your sleep.